when it comes to self-development, it has been said that our thoughts create our feelings. And what this then means is that whenever we experience a feeling, it's because we had a certain thought. And while this can be true at times, it is not always the case. So what this means is that while our thoughts can create our feelings, they can also trigger feelings that are already within us. And the reason for this is that we can carry trapped feelings or trauma in our body, and we can have thoughts that end up triggering the pain that is already within us. So, as this is the case, simply changing our thoughts is not always going to be the answer to changing our feelings. In order for us to let go of an emotional experience, then it won't be good enough for us to change our thoughts. What we might need to do is to go with how we feel, and this may mean that we need to cry and to do some kind of grief work. So what this shows is how dangerous this our thoughts create our feelings is, and this view, because it is not the case. And it makes me wonder how many people out there at this moment are struggling and suffering because they believe that their thoughts are always creating their feelings. Now, one way of looking at this would be to say that it's a very mental approach. It's all about the mind and what's going on up top. And what is going on down below ends up being overlooked. And it has been said that there is far more information going up than there is going down. And what this shows is how powerful our feelings are. To try to change how we feel all the time by changing how we think is a bit like trying to put a fire out, a big fire, a house fire, with a watering can. It's not going to be the answer. And one of the things that can cause someone to go along with this viewpoint is if they are disconnected or spend a lot of time disconnected from their body and are very much located in their mind. It's then going to be normal for them to believe it's all about their mind, and their emotional body, their unconscious mind down here, plays very little part in what is going on. So, for example, if someone is carrying a lot of grief in their body, in their chest, and it can be round here, then this can cause them to have obsessive thoughts, because the thoughts that they are having will be a defense, like a defense mechanism to keep their pain at bay. If they were to stop thinking so much and to give their mind a break, and all the pain within them could come up. And this is another example of how this pain in our body can define what is going on up top. But if someone is so focused on their mind, they're going to be completely out of touch with this vital information in their body and what this pain and what their obsessive thoughts are actually telling them. So if you find that you do have obsessive thoughts or certain feelings that continually appear, then you may need to do some kind of emotional work